and she hit me like that. Why you so fine? Gotta make you mine. So hard to find. She be like.
Welcome everyone back to another episode of that good old Mr. Madison Plays. Okay, so we are getting back into the full swing of that good old school year. Now, a few things are going to be changing from here on out. If you remember in the beginning of the summertime, I did have a little video stating a few things that could possibly be changing. Told you guys about how I wasn't doing nothing with Mr. Madison Plays all the way from the summertime until the beginning of the school year, but my goal was to have at least the 3 videos out every single day, or not really every single day, the Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, throughout the whole summer, because I was doing a lot of different things, went down to Texas and visit places, so I had no time to sit there and be able to record and get everything up and going. So my goal was to do that. I gave you guys a goal as well. We didn't quite meet it. That's perfectly fine. I don't mind. Talking with the people who helps me with Mr. Madison Plays, we all came together and thought that let's ease the tension, but also keep the same amount of content going through. And how we're going to be doing that going on further is that we are only going to be doing one game. But that one game is going to be still on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And of course, we're off on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then we're back on Tuesdays. So the game that you are watching, you get more episodes of it instead of getting one, how we've been doing it, where it's one episode per week, where like some people can like only one game. So like for example, one person likes Terraria but doesn't care for the other two. They have to wait a whole nother week to get another edition of, or another episode of Terraria. So going on further, what we're going to be doing is that, like I said, we are going to, sorry, I'm going to just go ahead and fix, oh, okay, too far, up, okay, we're not going to fix that. Okay, so basically, we already picked out a game that I've been wanting to play on the channel, but the only issue about this game is the fact that it's long. It is a long game, and one of the big things about long games are that it's hard to play them because of the simple fact of the week by week. And I can only do so much in one episode that it just feels bland and boring if I played this game going on further. The game that I'm wanting to play is going to be Stardew Valley. I tried a week or two of Stardew Valley when I first started up Mr. Madison Plays, but now we are further into Mr. Madison Plays, a little bit more established, a lot more put into it, so on and so forth. So going on further, that's how we're going to be doing things. Now, this isn't just going to be our normal based Stardew Valley. Okay, let's back up a little bit, but not too far. I played Stardew Valley. Stardew Valley is not a new game for me. There's been quite a few summers that I have sat there and I have pretty much put my whole summer into Stardew Valley, because Stardew Valley is a long game. There's a lot of stuff that goes into it, and there's a lot of stuff that needs to be done in every single day. It's like a compact game, and you need to know certain things. You need to know where to go, what to do, how to do this, and so on and so forth. It's one of those games where it's definitely a trial and error type of game, because like the first time you play, you can have your learning basis, and the second time you played, you can take what you learned from that first one and go for the second one. But then you see that you could have done something better. You restart the game again with all the knowledge you get. And that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be starting the game with all the knowledge that I have. But wait, I'm going to be playing this not on the PlayStation 4 like I've been playing, but I'm going to be playing it on the PC, which is a good thing for not just you, but also for me as well. And the reason is because of the simple fact that I'm going to be playing with mods. And I want to talk about the mods that I'm going to be using and If you guys ever have any questions about the mods or want to learn how to put the mods, where to get the mods, or so on and so forth, if you link it into some of the episodes or even at the bottom of this episode, if you want to learn how I got the mods, where to put them, how to do them, and so on and so forth, I can make a whole nother video, just a side video to put on like a Friday or a Saturday or something like that, telling you guys like, hey, this is where you get the mods, this is how you do it, and so on and so forth. So let's go ahead and jump into that. It's going to go black for 1 second, but boop, bump. Okay, so now I'm here. Okay, made myself a little bit smaller, so I could be able to show you, that way, yeah, well, that way. So all of this blackness on this side is all going to be room for something. Just in a second. Where I get the mods, let's talk about that. Now, I'm not being endorsed, I'm not being sponsored, I'm not being anything on where I got these. This is just a site where I get mods for all different types of games that I like to play. You don't have to get it from this site. There is other places where you can get this at as well. Like Minecraft, I don't get it from my Minecraft mods that I play. Like when I was doing the RL Craft, I didn't get these off of this site. I got them off of another application that I use all the time for Pixelmon, RL Craft, so on and so forth. But what I use is Nexus Mods. Nexus Mods is a fantastic place, not just for Stardew Valley, but it's really hard to see. But through all of the images in the background of the Nexus mod, you'll see things like Fallout, you'll see things like Assassin's Creed, you see all different types of games that you can definitely play mods with the Nexus mods. And that's where I get most of my mods, especially some of them I get from Terraria too, but I digress on that one. But that's where I get all these mods, and all of these mods that I'm talking about comes from Nexus mods, in a sense. I'll go over that in 1 second as well. So let's go over some of the mods that are going to be going into this. So first and foremost, the one at the top, SMAPI. So SMAPI is how I call it, SMAPI. SMAPI is the Stardew modding application. So for me to be able to add any bit of mods, Snappy is the one that I have to be able to use. That is the base for me to be able to use mods in the first place. So with Smappy, I can be able to get more mods. Such as the next one after getting Smappy is the Stardew Valley expansion. So with the Stardew Valley expansion, it adds a whole lot more to the game than what was already there initially. So like new NPCs, more missions, more quests, more places to visit, so on and so forth. Now, some of these mods I am going to just say, hey, these are just put in there because I have to have them. A lot of the mods that I talk about, if I don't go into depth with them, it's mostly because those mods are required for me to be able to run 1, 2, or 3 of these different other mods that I'm putting on here. One of them I don't want to show off, mostly because I'm not going to use it for what the mod's intending for. I'm using it because it has to be used with another mod that I really want to use. So the next one is the generic mod configuration menu, so I could be able to change how the menu looks and so on and so forth. The next 3 are going to be, the one I didn't really want to talk about was the in-game cheat menu. I am not going to do any bit of cheating. I just had to have this one, mostly because I believe it was the farm type manager at the bottom. For me to be able to use the farm type manager, I had to have the in-game cheats or the CJB cheat menu installed, or the farm type mod at the bottom will not work. So the next one will be the custom NPC exclusions. And that one, the biggest thing with that one is that it gives more dialogue to a lot of custom NPCs. So ones that are not normally in Stardew Valley, that mod will allow me to have more dialogue, quests, so on and so forth with it. So these 6 right here actually came with the pictures from Nexus mod, but the next set of pictures is going to fill up the rest of it. So these ones right here. These didn't come with pictures, so I just put them off to the side, but I'll go over a few of them as well. So content patcher is, so some of the content that is put into the game does need to be patched. Some things with the game from the base official game needs to be patched because some problems that Concern Ape hasn't really got to needs to be patched and stuff like that. So a lot of the community that's not Concern Ape, they did it for us, so we're able to play the game a lot better. I'm gonna stop right there, and I'm gonna talk about Concern Ape for a second. I like Concern Ape. He is a fantastic developer. The one thing I love about him the most is that he is a one-man army. He has created Stardew Valley, and he has worked on Stardew Valley and updated Stardew Valley the whole time that it's been up, but it's only been him. He's the one who designed, he's the one who did the story, he's the one who did the everything that you see and that I play in Stardew Valley in the coming weeks. And by the way, it's going to be next week is when we're starting this. But he's done everything. So the biggest thing that comes with these mods is that it just adds a little bit extra to the game that wasn't there. When I add mods to games, like for example RL Craft, I don't add them because I think that Minecraft or Stardew Valley or Terraria or whatever else I mod is just boring. The games, when they first come out, I always say you need to experience that game first into the entirety before you try modding it, because the games itself were built the way that they are for you to enjoy without mods first. So with that being said, yes, you guys are going to be seeing me play this game with mods, but if I inspire you to want to play the game for yourself and it looks interesting, then play it first on a PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, the Switch. The Stardew Valley is on so many systems that's not even funny, and you can play them all on pretty much a lot of different systems, even on a cell phone. You can play it on your cell phone too. So it's all over the place. It's worth playing, and play it first before you actually jump into mods. That's what I'm going to say. This will be my first time jumping into Stardew Valley, and I played the game like 3-4 times, beating the game 3 or 4 times, so I've never really modded it at all, but this will be my first time. Okay, so back to the mods. So the expanding, or the expand precondition unit, it's another mod where it just helps with making sure everything is tight and works the way it should work. Experience bars. The experience bar is, this game has a lot of different things that go on. Foraging, farming, mining, fighting, so on and so forth. There's an experience bar for all of it. And if you sit there and level up a certain level or a certain skill, you progress. And you can only go up 10 times. And every 5, you get like another special choice between like, do you want this or do you want this? Do you want this or do you want this? And also level 10 does the same thing. What the experience bars do is that it would put at like somewhere like right up here, like pretend this is the where my screen is, where you guys see me right now. Up like right here, it's gonna have like an experience bar that will always tell you where I'm about to level up, what level I'm at that point in time, so on and so forth. That's what experience bars does. Gift taste helper. Basically what that is, that if I go up and I look at the calendar can tell me that, hey, it's Lewis's birthday. If I highlight Lewis, it will tell me that Lewis likes this item, Lewis likes this item, Lewis hates this item, Lewis hates this item. And I have that so I can be able to say, oh, okay, so I see that Lewis likes this, so I could be able to find, okay, I can get this thing right here I can get. For example, Lewis likes pumpkins. I don't know if Lewis actually likes pumpkins, I'm just giving an example. Lewis likes pumpkins. I have an extra pumpkin or 2 in my chest. Let me go get a pumpkin, give it to him, and he loves it for his birthday. It's one of the big things. And so that helps me be able to, one, helps with birthdays, or two, if there is a certain person that I'm trying to gain more friendship with, the gift taster helper will help me figure out which ones are the best ones to give to the NPCs throughout the Stardew Valley. Next one is the SAAT audio and toolkit. Yeah, another one of those things where it helps you keep everything together. It helps with the audio, make sure that there's no, like, you're listening, it's good music, and like you hear like an abrupt noise. Sometimes it does that with indie games like Stardew Valley. I have had it a few times when I was playing it on the PlayStation 4 that it was just a little bit weird, like my ear popped or something because it went off. It was a little bit weird, but hey, it happens. So that helps. And then the last one here that I do want to talk about is going to be Skull Cavern's elevator. Way later into the game, we will go into a place called Skull Caverns. It is a very, very dangerous place. The thing with it is that when you it's kind of the cool thing, but kind of the hard thing with it is that the Skull Caverns, unlike the normal mines that we'll go into the game, is that you always start with level 1. But the Skull Caverns elevator, I don't know exactly what it does, but if it does what exactly the mine does, instead of starting back over at 1 every single time and going down, I can be able to go into the Skull Caverns and jump to level 50 just like that. And yeah, that's pretty much what that is. So these are the 17 mods that I'm going to be playing with. Going on further, again, I do want to stress the one that, again, I hate is the whole CJB cheat menu. I'm not going to be cheating. I'm not going to be adding anything. I'm not going to be adding any money. Everything you guys will always be seeing will be the same exact things that I had on the last episode. If you don't trust me, that's okay. You can always go look back on last episode to the current episode and see, hey, he added a few more dimes, or he has a few more, something that you can do. But I don't see any purpose on it because, again, I know how to be able to make money. I know the best ways to make money, and so on and so forth. So going one further, I don't want to spoil much about what Stardew Valley is about. I don't want to tell you guys like what I'm going to be doing, who I'm going to be siding with, what relationships I'm going to go with, what friendships I like to go with the first, how I'm going to be doing things. All I know is that I will tell you is that I did some math because I don't know how long I'm going to be playing Stardew Valley, but I am for sure going to be playing it for quite a few weeks. So you're going to definitely be seeing some content. So if you definitely love some Stardew Valley, stay tuned to next week's episode. And we are going to be doing this for a little bit of time. I do have already planned, yes, already planned on what the next game is going to be. I'll give you guys a little hint. We played the first one and we jumped into the second one. But my co-person that I work with, Panda, he's been working with that one in the background, and it's just been him doing that, and he's been working really hard on that. So when we sat down and we were talking about that, I felt like his stomach dropped a little bit because he was like, "But what about all of this that I've been working on?" I was like, "No, we still have that. We will be doing that too." So pretty much my goal is that I'm going to go to about a year, and I am going to switch over to another game and do how we've been doing this one, where it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday of the same game going on further. I don't know how many episodes that's gonna, what we're looking at on how many episodes when we do that game. So I don't know, but a lot of things are going to be happening, and I hope that it's things that are good for the channel and for what it is. But with that being said, thank you for everyone stopping on by and watching this week's episode. This was Mr. Madison with Madison Flay, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Laters.